The race for the White House taking center stage in North Carolina. Vice President Harris and former President Trump were both in our state this week.
Harris spoke in Raleigh today, where she unveiled her economic plan. WFMY News 2's Kevin Kennedy was in our state's capital as the VP tried to win over support.
Guys, good afternoon from Raleigh, where the vice president wrapped up her speech just about 3 hours ago. In politics, boy, it's really a marathon, not a sprint, but we have clearly entered the sprint stage of this political campaign. Just 80 days until the election come November. This is the 8th time the vice president has made a stop here in the Tar Heel state, but it's the first time since her elevation to the top of the Democratic ticket. Harris spent about 40 minutes today rallying support, about 250 people here on hand. She also announced her first major policy plan. The vice president attacked the issue of the rising costs that Americans face across the board, really, but specifically when it comes to food and groceries, everyday items. Harris outlined a plan that includes a federal ban on corporate price gouging. The economy is a key point for many of Americans and certainly voters come November. Harris believes that this plan will lower inflation and provide relief to working class, middle class families. Here's more about what the vice president said earlier this afternoon.
We let Medicare negotiate lower drug prices for seniors. And just yesterday, we announced that we are lowering the price by up to 80% for 10 more life-saving drugs.
The vice president ended her speech saying now is the time to chart a new path forward. Her path continues next week in Chicago at the Democratic National Convention. In Raleigh, Kevin Kennedy, WFMY News 2.